opening statement, then we'll take questions.
Well, first and foremost, just want to say thank you to everybody that showed up today. That was a great crowd. We had a lot of people from the community and you know, holiday break games. When the community shows up, that's special, and I really appreciate everybody being here and getting loud. That was fun. So just proud of our guys, especially in the second half. I call it Christmas gravy. We had to get sweat out the Christmas gravy, and then we got ourselves going there in the second half. But credit to Coach Donahue and Penn. You know, they play a certain way. He's such a terrific coach. He puts those guys and his pieces in the right place, and you know, they stretched us and gave us some issues, which was good because you know, that's something we need to work on because other people will try to attack us like that. So I really great respect for Coach, and I wish him a great Ivy League season. I just thought some of our seniors really played well. I thought Yannick rebounded well. I thought Ace got us going, especially in the second half. I thought Freddie's effort in the second half on the ball and just having an edge to him was got us going, was huge. So a lot of guys contributed, and now it gets real for us on Thursday in the Big Ten. That's why we're here, and that's the fun of it. So we got a lot of work to do this week to get ready for Northwestern.
Ryan.
Hey, Mike. First, congrats on the win. 400 is a big number.
Thank you.
I was just curious, how do you kind of reflect on where your career has taken you from the time when you got your first win up until your journey out here to Penn State?
Yeah, it's crazy. A kid from Schuylkill County, right? And I've had an unreal journey in the game of basketball. I'm very, very lucky. I never take it for granted. You know, I fell in love with basketball at a young age, and when I knew I couldn't play anymore, I wanted to be in the gym, and I still feel that way after all these years. I love being in the gym with players. I love being in the gym talking the game with people that love the game like I do, and more now than ever. So I'm just very, very lucky. And, you know, this has been a really, really cool adventure, as my wife and I call it, and she's been with me for every one of the victories and tough defeats and championships and moves and everything, and I'm very, very fortunate. I have the greatest wife in the world that has allowed me to pursue my dream, so I'm very lucky. And then all the assistant coaches, I can name you everyone right now if you want me to. You know, from Randolph Macon to VCU to Rice, and of course here at Penn State. You know, one thing I learned at a young age is find people that got your back, that are smarter than you, and then hire them. And I've done that and make them family. And that's what we've done. And I think that formula has always worked for me. And then the most important thing of all this is I get to go to the gym every day. That's my work with players, the guys that love basketball like I do, and all the players that I've been around my whole life has been just, you know, I've been very, very fortunate to be around talented players, committed players. I've always said that if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it and make it bigger than just having a basketball team, and we've done that. Everywhere we've been, we make it bigger than basketball and make it a family, make the relationships real. And you know, Jody said that to me back in 1999. If we're gonna do this, let's make it a big family, and we've done that every stop we've been, and it's been a lot more fun because of that. And so there's a lot of people. I'm just very lucky that I could share this with all the people I love. That's what's cool.
Coach, we wrap up non-conference play, flip the calendar over. Obviously, as you mentioned, the competition's going to get a lot tougher going forward. What are you still hoping to learn about your guys as you flip the calendar over again to conference play?
Yeah, I think we can get better on both ends of the court. I really do. I think we have had some great growth from the start of practice October 1st and throughout the non-conference. But I do think we can continue to get a lot better. I think there's some guys that have played well and showed some really, you know, glimpses of what they're capable of doing. I think we need to get that to a higher level and more. I like this group a lot. Like there's something about this group, and when we're connected and we're on all cylinders, we could be pretty good. But the hardest thing with 18 to 22 years old is consistency, and that's our goal. But I do think, you know, one thing I learned about the Big Ten last year and watching it my whole life is every night is a bear, right? Every night is great competition. It's what you sign up for. we got to be excited about that and, you know, not afraid of it. Let's go attack it and see what happens. But I do think this group, we have pieces that, you know, any given night in the Big Ten, we could be a successful basketball team, but there's no guarantees, so you got to prepare for it. And so we got to continue to keep getting better.
Speaking about a potential piece we haven't seen yet, and he's listed questionable the last couple of weeks. Any update on Miles Goodman?
Yeah, he was going to play today.
That's what we were gonna wonder.
He
We thought
woke up
today
with a
might be the
stomach
day.
bug because we put him back in bed.
Okay.
So my heart breaks for him because he had 2 good practices. He had a good practice yesterday, and he woke up today and I mean he didn't look well. He just that bug's going around, and we sent him right back to his room. So it's a bummer, but we got to get him right here in the next 24-hour bug, whatever this thing is. I got it the night of our Drexel game. After our Drexel game, I got it. A couple other guys got it. So let's hopefully we get rid of it. So it just bad timing.
That does stink him, but I appreciate the update. If you could, a follow-up on Miles Goodman, what expectations do you have for a freshman who's going to be starting essentially just in Big Ten play and not having got the non-conference time to really buy in and work your way into the season?
Well,
Kind
my
of an
expectations for him is play really, really hard. Play really hard, and when you get in there, try to play great defense, try to rebound, try to make guys miss at the rim, run the court hard, go screen for your teammates, go get and let's keep it simple until you get your feet wet, and see what happens. And we're gonna throw him in the fire, and you're gonna love his activity. You're gonna love how hard he plays. He's gonna mess up. That's okay. I got his back. But when this happens, when there's an injury or guys are out for a period of time and then they're trying to find their feel, it's really hard. But he can't help us if we don't give him a shot, if we don't throw him in the fire. And just throw him in the fire. I said, no matter what happens, I got you. We'll do this together, and we'll figure it out from there. So I thought he had 2 good practices, and then he just woke up today, and today would have been a great day to play, but he'll be ready. We'll throw him in there and see what happens. So.
Coach, all season you guys have been a full 40-minute team. How do you continue to be aggressive the second half and push through despite differences?
Well, I think one part is you have seniors in leadership. They've been through it. Your best teacher's experience. So these guys have been through it. You don't play great first 5 minutes a game. The biggest thing I told our guys, there's no 50-point baskets. You can't just right away get up 50 points or 30 points and it's over. Like today, we didn't play great in the first half. Penn had a lot to do with it, but the game wasn't over. And all right, figure it out, fellas, and go from there. I think we have seniors in leadership. They've been through the battles before, and that's where you stay connected, and that's where you deal with adversity the right way.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys, thank you. Appreciate it.